If your low level stuff doesn't kill us first.
All right. So we actually ended up getting that sound bite. That's a really good, like, clean sound bite of you just saying if this stuff doesn't kill us yet.
Nice.
All right. Cool. So I'm gonna go ahead and clear the turns here. All right. So we are back here for our final portion of this. I don't know if it's gonna be a full hour, but go ahead and y'all give me a perception check.
You got it, boss.
I did before break.
Oh, wow.
I didn't.
All right. Cool. So before you guys even approach, I'm gonna move you over. But before you approach, you see some goblins just sort of chilling around the house. So we're gonna move you onto this map, onto this edge here, so that we know that you're not close to this place. So you see a goblin just sort of chilling around, walking around. Um, he's just looking for stuff around the house.
I will try and get the goblin's attention. Like approach him, no weapons drawn. Just sort of give him a greeting in common.
Yeah, it's not dark enough that you would need your incandescence emitter, Josh.
Yeah, that was a misclick.
All right, all good. All right, actually, you see two. There's another one over here. There's one here. There's one here.
Okay, I'll approach
All right, so
whichever.
I say, I'm not sure we can take another fight. Uh, I myself am feeling rather spent.
Likewise, but we, if we're going to do any kind of resting, it seems like we either attempt to attempt to earn the generosity of these goblins or return back to Gathol.
Well, yes, perhaps we can mediate with these goblins.
I have found much in my time that it is far better to attempt peace than war. And
The
I'm
political
going
the
to.
worst. And Corman takes out his healing potion and he hands it over to him. Be like, "You're not feeling up to it like the rest of us. Swig on that."
All
Who
right.
did you cut out for a second? Who did you give it to?
Coil.
Oh, I say, it is not a matter of my endurance that I am concerned with. It's more
It's
of a matter of my ability to call upon Moradin.
all right. Well, gotta show us what you're made of, without that Morden behind you.
The gods will guide us and see us through truly, but they cannot help those who will not help themselves.
I like the way he speaks. See, that's why I got the blood dagger.
all right. So you said you approach Ander.
Yeah, I'll approach one of these boys.
All right. So go ahead and move your dude like 5 squares, just like sort of onto the map or something like that.
Sure. Let's see. 2, 3, 4, 5. So we're about. There we go.
So I sort of like this image of you guys sort of like bickering and Ander being like, no, we can talk to these goblins, we can reason with them, and then as soon as he gets here, they notice him and then just start just yelling and just running at him, like with their daggers out. So like, let's roll initiative.
God damn it. I'm sorry. Oh no. Well,
They're just goblins.
hopefully just 2 of them.
Yeah, that's fine.
All right. So they start yelling, and yeah, I know defense matrix for sure.
Well, I was just checking to see if it refreshes after a short rest, but it's a long rest. I still have 1 charge though.
Yeah, this is one of the reasons I played Warlock. We have very few spell slots, but at least they recover very quickly.
Yeah. All right. So it just starts running at you as soon as you like just show up and yelling. So we'll say that you get to hear Cormac. You hear like the goblins start yelling and reacting, and then once you're done laughing about like him being like, no, I can definitely talk to them, and like like what do you do after you're done laughing?
Well, and after I'm having a identity crisis, I guess I will firebolt the closest one to us.
Okay. Oh yeah, that's gonna hit.
Come on, max damage.
Never mind. Put the magic away, pulling out the dagger.
So yeah, so you throw this fireball, it just whizzes by you, and like you can tell like as it soars over you, like Corman shoots it out, and then by the time it reaches Ander, it's just like the size of like a marble, and just like hits this thing. All right, the goblins just rush. All right, 1, 2, 3,
Wow.
4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
What Corbin really needs to do is like multi-class in a ranger just to get favorite enemy at this point.
Just start racking up banes. Like somehow this dagger gets like bane of every creature.
Yeah, absolutely. Eventually, it just becomes a +1 dagger.
Ander, give me a perception check for me.
Yeah. Give me a quick tick. You said perception?
Yeah.
Very good. We have reached the top.
Oh my god.
What the
pinnacle.
fuck?
You
You
notice
Why can't I roll that for
You literally open your third eye.
you notice a knoll inside of the house, and it comes to the window, and then you notice it, and it was like trying to be sneaky, and as soon as you notice it, it like tries to like duck down and hide again, but it just fails. So it like takes its turn to try and re-hide, but it's just like not working. All right, cool. So now Coil, your move.
So Coil says, assessing threat level 2. And then I'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And I'll launch my flash canister at the nearest goblin.
It hits for 4 damage. It's still up, but it's not looking good. All right, and Ander.
So diplomacy has failed.
I mean, you can go for another round. You could try it.
I could. Well, there's also the very real possibility that the only language they underspeak is Goblin, and they don't understand Common at all. So,
Big true.
what I think I'm gonna do is actually just try and cast Sacred Flame on the knoll, because it sounds like he's pretty well covered up, but Sacred Flame specifically ignores cover.
It sure does. It makes it save.
God, well, that sounds about right.
Yep. All right. So that's the end of the round. This goblin runs up and tries to attack you, Coil. And misses. This one runs up almost to you, Ander. And
No, stay away.
it takes out it has its bow drawn, and it as it runs, and it shoots at you.
Of course he does.
It's gonna hit for
All right.
2 points of
you got?
damage.
Said 3?
2.
2. All right.
All right, the knoll
Wow.
pops out, and it's still like sneaking, like it's like making the motion like it's sneaking, but like everyone can just see it.
It's cronking real good.
Yeah.
Just imagining the only reason I succeeded on the perception was there's literal fucking like godlight just shining down and it's just moving with the fucking knoll.
And then it throws a spear at you
Why?
and hits you.
I'm so lovable.
Ooh, this time it hits you. It just hits you right in the chest for 6 damage.
Oh. Come on, boys.
All right. After all this commotion has started, you all notice another goblin comes out. He finishes whatever he's doing in the bathroom here, and then runs out. And he's sort of like, "What's happening?"
Is he pulling up his goblin pants?
Yeah, exactly. He's like pulling him up, and you can see there's like a leaf trailing behind on the back of his foot. You know.
Oh my god.
I turn to the others and I say, "You don't want to go in there."
What is Coil's assessment of the threat level inside of the porta potty?
Threat level error.
That actually happened last game. All right, so now it is Corman's turn.
All right. So I'm going to shoot a firebolt at the one to the left, the goblins.
A 9 does not hit.
All right. And as a bonus action, I will cast Sanctuary on Ander.
Very nice. All right, thank you. Okay, Coil, your move.
I'll flash. I'll cast flash canister on the one in front of me.
It makes the save.
Okay.
All right, and
I guess if I could move and not invoke attacks opportunity, I'll move over here.
okay, and Ander.
Coil, how you doing on health there, buddy?
I'm good. They haven't hurt me.
You're good? Okay. I like having Sanctuary. That's a nice thing.
Just returning the favor.
Yeah. Corbin, how you doing on health? You looking a little banged up, or are you still good?
I mean, again, I always look banged up. It's hard for you to assess this situation. Just this situation.
Fair enough.
You could hold your action till after they attack you or something if you want.
That might be the smart play. Yeah, let's hold action until they attack me.
Okay. Until after they attack you, right?
Until after, yes, excuse me.
All right, cool. So, they're gonna go. This goblin just full on sprints to try and get in the combat, but like he's still gonna take him a bit. This goblin's gonna attack you, Coil, and miss. This one's gonna run up to you and try to pass its wisdom saving throw. Ooh, maybe. What does it need?
It needs. Jeez, sorry. Yeah, core sanctuary. Oh, we don't have it on there. I believe it's 13. I think it's the same D.
It tries to attack you. It wants to attack you, Ander, but it can't.
I appreciate that.
And then the gnoll also runs up and tries to like you could tell it's trying to size you up and figure out how to bite you, but like it can't. Like it's not like its mouth doesn't open. Like it tries to like attack you, but like it's like something about it. All right.
Yay.
Now it is Corman's turn.
Alrighty. Well, we will firebolt. We'll firebolt the one that is in front of Coil.
Well, that's a hit. Yeah. And that's a kill. Oh wait, no, sorry.
Yeah, I believe that one took 5 points of damage before.
Yeah, it didn't save. Yeah, it dies.
That one's taking a bunch of damage.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah.
I was like, I opened it up and I was like, wait a minute, it should have taken more damage. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. All right, Coil, your move.
I'll move here.
Okay.
And as I'm running there, I say, channeling the Maker, maximum power. Accessing auditory deterrence. And it's maximum damage, so 16 damage.
Okay. So this one, the goblin, its head just like explodes in blood, just from the Maker. And then the gnoll takes a ton of damage but does not go down. All right. Cool. So Ander, your turn.
I think just trying to use Sacred Flame would not be a great call since I'm right next to him.
Well, actually, Sacred Flame is fine when you're in. Like it's the one like ranged spell because it's just a save, so you don't like get disadvantage or anything.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, let's try and purge the corruption from the.
Breaking your sanctuary that I gave. Jeez.
No, you're like I'm not crazy about.
No, it's fine. I was joking.
No, I mean like don't get me wrong. The sanctuary is great because I have very little HP. Yeah, you know what? Actually, I think I'll probably cast Cure Wounds on myself because that actually seems like the smarter option right now.
Okay.
So let me do that.
Nice.
Okay, that'll stitch me right up.
All right, the gnoll is gonna attack Coil because it can't seem to attack Ander. It's gonna hit. It's gonna deal 4 points of damage.
All right.
And take 3.
Arming defensive matrix.
All right. This goblin over here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, is going to attack Coil with its short bow. So One's close. Does a 16 hit you, Coil?
No.
Okay.
16 doesn't hit me. Okay.
Wow. All right. Corman, your turn.
All right. Well, we're gonna firebolt the one that's shooting people.
A 12 does not hit.
All right.
Okay. And Coil?
Flash canister the knoll.
Yep. It takes 3 damage and dies.
Yay.
Yay.
All right. Cool.
And
Ander,
then
your turn.
I'll move.
Oh, sorry. Move. Yep. All right, Ander, your turn.
Let's see. Nope, that's not what I want. Go away, dice roller. Yeah. I'm gonna wander over here. If I'm not
Oh, great.
mistaken.
If that goblin fireballs us, now we're screwed.
I like
Yeah,
that
just
that's
have
like
no
just a
third
running
level
gag,
spells.
like in every episode.
He's secretly a 6th level wizard.
Yeah.
And we're gonna try and sacred flame that boy.
Okay.
Looks like we're the ones caught with our pants down.
It makes the save.
Yeah. Sounds about right.
I'm sorry. It's like a 14. Like. All right.
No, it's fine. I get it.
right.
Andrew's just not a good warlock. I get it.
So the goblin is like afraid. He's gonna move and take a shot while he's like backing up timidly at Coil and miss. It just the arrow flies at you and just plunks off of its armor. And then the goblin gets even more afraid and like drops the weapon and just is gonna just start taking off running next turn. You think? All right, Corman, your turn.
Firebolt the runner.
Okay. It's in range.
Oh yeah.
Yep. Wow. Yeah, so
I had to see the fear in its eyes
it
first.
starts to run. You see the fear, you take the opportunity, and you
And
just
Coil says, "No, wait, he's running."
All right. So you kill that last goblin.
No, totally unnecessary. Well, whatever.
All right. And with that whatever, you're like your amulet starts to pulse like you're like in all of yours is like so it's going to take you home soon basically.
We'll investigate the bodies, get their gold, I guess.
I'm
Everyone gets 16 gold.
as you know, I don't want to do a slap job at this just because, you know, that's how Ander does. But he is going to do what he can to like do what similar to what he did with the kobolds, like try and pray for their merciful souls for their stupid, feeble creatures.
Yeah, you do your best, but like you're cut shorter than you'd like for sure. Corman,
Yeah.
what are you gonna do before you get teleported home?
So like, there's like a house and stuff here.
Yeah, there's like a house. You don't know what's inside of it. It seems pretty grown over, if that matters.
All right. So outside of game, are we not gonna be investigating?
I'm sorry, you cut out.
We probably.
Is the amulet gonna take us back before we can investigate the house?
I mean, if you want to run in there and take a quick look, but yeah, you don't have much time.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, I'm gonna burst through the door. Like, if I don't think I have enough time,
All
I'm
right,
gonna.
give me an investigation check real quick.
All right.
the door like starts to open, and like you could see the light in, like the light spills inside, and like before the light could even cast its like on anything, like you're just already back in Gathol, and you're just like, damn it.
Like I'm putting all of my weight onto the door, and then there's no door, so I just like fall on my face. Like,
All right, so you all come back, relay the tale. So what we do kind of at the end here is we kind of put your character on like autopilot. So we don't always play the same, game or whatever, and you guys may not be playing on Saturday when we play again, or next Monday when we play again after that. So till you play again, we do kind of like a downtime system, but it's just like your character does one thing until they play again. So what would you like to be doing, Ander, like between now and the next time you play?
Honestly, for the most part, he is going to spend his time pretty much in like religious vigil to his god, thanking her for the protection and the power she is granted. And basically spreading her teachings to whoever will listen.
Okay, so let me actually give you the map here. So this is kind of just like a top-down map of kind of what the city looks like. It's 4
Cool.
levels. This is the top one, then the second one, third one, fourth one. So currently, the temple is actually right over here. I haven't I drew it on the paper map over here, but I haven't updated on here.
You're fine.
And so you're gonna basically spend your time there. So people here don't like the faith is just barely starting to return to them, so you can tell that this is going to be an uphill fight, but it's definitely a worthy cause for sure.
I am a servant to my goddess, and these are the battles I am meant to fight.
I have a question. Where does everyone live?
They live mostly on the second floor. Like this is kind of the big
Oh, okay.
like residential area here. So basically, this is another like living map. Like people say because like Josh was like, I want to be the library, and then we just like added a library, and then one of the other players wanted to be a carnival, and so on and so forth. All right, Corman, what do you want to do from now till the next time you play?
So can I say that I'm passively listening? If Ander is gonna preach about his god and all that stuff, do I have to use an action to like listen to that? Because he's doing an action to put it out. I'm just curious.
Well, you could like basically it's just like you could invest your time into like that god and like worshiping that god, and that is a way to do it, right? Like just listening to the teachings could be a way to worship that god.
I'm not sure if I want to go full worship, but definitely interested. Gonna give it a fair shake.
I was gonna say, even if it cuts down on like spreading it to the general populace, like if Corman shows interest, like Ander would happily take some time to sit down with him and explain like who Mistra is, what her teachings are, and things of that nature.
All right, and
Corman's
okay.
cool.
So is that what you're gonna do, Corman?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, Ander can talk to me. Ander can seek me out if
Basically, you can only do one thing, so it's either invest in the god or do something else.
Alright, fair, fine.
Okay, all right.
So, yeah, I think he will. So he'll like start listening to, Ander, and he will engrave the dagger with like holy symbols, of Mistra.
Very cool. I for some reason have a different name.
Oh.
Did you, Ander? Did you like or Keegan? Did you put like a different name on your character sheet, or did you change it?
Hang on a sec. Let me find the thing I sent you.
I mean, it's fine either way. I just want to make sure that like I have it written down.
I thought that was what I said.
Because I have Ogma, the Lord of
Okay, that was backstory stuff.
Oh.
He had a vision of Mistra, and that's who he is a servant to. But I wrote it like in backstory. I wrote it as a local temple because that was like these are the closest religious officials I can find.
So it's like
So,
it was like a face of this person. Yeah, okay, got it. All right.
Yeah, more like two separate gods, but you're holy folk and can probably instruct me more on holy matters than most people.
Okay, cool. All right, awesome. All right, Coil, what are you going to be up to?
I'm gonna try to rehabilitate the prisoners.
Yeah, that's what you were doing last time, but
Yeah.
basically if you play every game, you don't get a lot of downtime. All right, cool. So we will call it there. I hope everyone had some fun. Hope y'all listening to it had some fun.